you want a perm? I'm like, sure, I don't know what that is. Let's do it. So I grew out my hair for like 3 months, and she's like, okay.
Yeah.
So now Hubert and Kevin Young are dating.
Yeah.
They make car and they have hat.
Yeah.
I don't know. Because if he wins, we all win as a family still. If we win, he wins.
No, but he would still be in movies, and you guys like, I don't know.
And
Who's your dodgeball crush?
Who's your dodgeball crush?
Well, I think two of them are.
Super.
Crush.
Take yours.
Oh yeah.
And then I think I like froze up and I was like, hi, nice jersey. Where's it from? It's cool.
Jackie?
This Jackie.
It's a 3-finger grip, Jackie. Yeah.
Alright.
I haven't seen him, like I see him do it like a couple times, or he'll do like a baseball pitch, but a lot of times I just see him like.
I think this one's more directly towards Keith. Why did you start like execing? What made you like jump on like the exec team and start like, oh, I want to volunteer for these guys. I like what they do and all that stuff.
It was mostly that I liked dodgeball. I was passionate about dodgeball. I wanted to learn more about it. I wanted to get better. And what better place or what better way to learn, especially in the beginning, and to get yourself hyped than to watch better player play. So it was a lot of, I just wanted to stay behind and watch tier B, tier A teams play, or even the lower tiers. I'll be like, oh, can I pick out like mistakes that I used to make or like that they're making and figure out, how I would have done it better. So I just enjoyed watching dodgeball. Honestly, that was literally it. That's why I signed up for League Ops to help run the gyms, because I was like, I'm going to be there anyways. I don't mind being there to watch games and to help out. So, yeah.
And I guess for like Hubert and Cynthia, would you guys see yourselves like execing sooner or later, or is that like something you guys want to like still have a feel competitive and just have a good time with?
For myself, I actually like execing is the type of thing I would have loved to do since my first season. Like I love that kind of thing. It's just because with like work and like school full time, I haven't been able to like figure out a way to get from like Burnaby Mountain all the way to the games, but get home somehow. Like it's just getting to and from different gyms. That's been my main issue. But execing is something I would definitely want to do in the future once I have like a reliable car.
Take Huber's car.
It's actually her car.
It's actually my car. But I'm the one that has this card right now.
I think for me, it's probably a no. It's not that I don't like dodgeball enough to exec. I think like League Ops is not something that I would love doing. If like the pathway for me to be an exec were to be like help out on, I don't know, like the website or something that my skill set like pertains to, like I could see that happening. But then, yeah, I don't know. I haven't really thought about it too much. Yeah.
It's
all good.
League Ops first, though, right? Isn't that the case?
Usually, but no, not really. If you're qualified enough, you can just like apply to whichever position that you want to get into.
Yeah.
But League Ops, I think it's always on demand, so that's why a lot of new execs they end up joining League Ops first.
And I think it used to be a requirement that you had to do at least 2 seasons of League Ops before you could do anything else. But I don't think that's the case anymore.
Yeah. Like personally, I lean towards more like the marketing communication side, but if I have to go through League Ops, it's a little bit harder to transition. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Let's go back to your first season. Like as of right now, if you were to see yourself or like meet yourself like in the past, what would you tell them about dodgeball and all that stuff?
Oh my god.
Like stop being trash so much and like stop jumping or stop like throwing or wasting balls.
I just tell myself that you have to lose weight first. Cause because before I started playing dodgeball, I was like 230 pounds and I'm like 40 pounds down now. All because one day Cynthia told me that I wasn't very good at dodgeball. So I had to prove her wrong.
Whoa.
You're savage. Calling people like out of shape and calling Enzo gay.
Okay.
Probably like trash talking.
So we were talking about, I think we were like signing up for PDL or whatever, and then we were like, you like rank yourself on different skills, right?
Yeah.
And then to make conversation, I always ask our like the guys like, theoretical questions. And then so I asked Hubert, hey, like, what do you think your best skill is? Like, what's your competitive advantage? And then Hubert, at like 230 pounds, chilling in the back, he's like, I'm explosive. Right. So I didn't like shut him down. I kind of thought he was joking. So I just like poked a little more, inquired, and then we just like let the topic drop, and that was that. And then like I went to Korea, came back, he lost weight.
Aw.
Oh, because of you.
Not like Hubert had a massive diarrhea. Yeah.
Explosive.
And then you just let it drop it.
The mixtape.
Yep. So I showed her.
Yeah. Oh, good. Oh, it's to you,
Yeah.
man.
You sure did.
Yeah.
You lost all that weight in 4 months?
Maybe 6. Yeah.
Wow.
But like to be fair, before dodgeball, like I had been this weight for maybe my early 20s, and then I got really fat because I started playing games all the time and I stopped exercising, and then we started playing dodgeball again, and then I guess at first in dodgeball I wasn't that committed, so I didn't really want to work out or anything, and then Cynthia made that comment, so I started working out again. Yeah.
I just want what's best for you.
Interesting.
So Keith, what do you think is your best skill set?
I don't have any. I'm just here.
Yo, Keith, I think it's your hair, man. Your hair looked amazing when I first saw you after
Rough?
the trip.
Oh yeah.
I was like, is that Keith? Who is this like pop star? Like you just came in and started volunteering for us.
Oh yeah. My hairstylist was like, "Hey, you want to change anything up?" I'm like, "I don't know. Do you have any suggestions?" And it's just like, "You want a perm?" And I'm like, "Sure. I don't know what that is. Let's do it." So I grew my hair for like 3 months, and she's like, "Okay, good enough. Let's perm." I'm like, "Okay."
Hey, man, it looked good. It looked good.
Yeah, it looks pretty good, man. Curly
Thanks.
hair.
I guess the last one for me maybe is like, let's say if anybody was to come up to you during like the courts and all that stuff, and while you're playing or during your break, what's the one thing they can like start talking to you about? And it can't be dodgeball related. It could be like a hobby or anything like that.
I love a good meme. I know that's really corny to say, but like the more stupid, the more I will love it. Or like puns. I don't know.
I don't know. I think I can speak for Keith and myself when I say like mobile games. If you play mobile games, we play a lot of mobile games.
Or just games in general.
I would call Keith a whale on these games.
It's a whale?
I'm a dolphin.
Just cash money.
It's based on the amount of money you spend.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. Size of the animal.
And I guess just gaming in general. Like I know that's pretty, I guess, standard here in Vancouver. That a lot of people game, but yeah, that's probably what we do most of the time when we're not doing dodgeball, when we're not at work, we're playing games.
I feel like in general, we're pretty friendly people, even if our faces don't look like it.
Speak for yourself. No, I'm joking. Yeah. Want to throw hands?
Yeah, you want to lose?
Yeah. I'm ready. I'm ready. Duck and weave.
And you guys have gone to obviously pub night, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Has there been like a pub night where you guys been destroyed completely?
These
I
guys
don't think they drink.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't
I-
think Keith drinks.
I DD almost always.
Yeah,
Wow. Can you pick me up?
Sure.
No shame. It's like, oh, free ride? It's free.
I'm friends with all the DGs.
Yeah.
DD stands for destroyed Debs. Yeah, pub night's a good time. We were gonna go, for this year, but it sucks that things went down the way they did.
Or were you guys gonna drink?
Yeah.
I was like the same as you guys. I don't drink.
Yeah, just like Gino.
I just would have been playing games.
Sometimes.
I never drink at pub night. What are you guys talking about?
Yeah.
I
Man,
think
I'm so.
pouring the beer at pub night just sounds really fun.
It is, but it gets tiring.
Yeah, Gino doesn't drink at pub night, but every other day, other than pub night, he does. So all the days leading up to pub night, he drinks, but at pub night, he won't.
Yeah. That's why half of the pictures are like I take at least say 1,500. Only 200 make of them.
I think James was the most like heartbroken one, hearing that Pub Night was going to get canceled.
Yep.
It's okay.
Another
But
boring Saturday.
Yeah, me personally, like this season getting canceled, I was kind of bummed that we couldn't go to playoffs. Like this Monday team, I had so much fun. Like every week that I showed up, it was guaranteed fun time for me. So I kind of really regret not showing up for week 5. I'm like, oh no, I could have been the last week playing with you guys. And I'm like,
Hey, could we clarify, like for the record, what the bet was for the team?
No, I'm out.
I wanted verbal confirmation so we can go through like the specifics.
Okay, can you give the listener some context of what you're talking about?
You about to get clapped up.
So we mentioned earlier that I spoke to Sung at a Tuesday Bonder to talk about how my team and I really wanted to play with better players to learn, and so Sung came through. Sung recruited a couple players. Like I think the first one to bring on board was it Enzo, then Kevin, and then we were missing a girl, and so Sung I think had to make a bet or sorry, not a bet, make a promise to devs saying that hey, we're taking on 3 newbies. But you know they're promising we want to take them to playoffs, and then Devs was like I'd want to play at tier 1. I don't want to play at tier 2 because it makes sense because tier 2 is on the other side of the gym, the big divider, so it'd be a pain in the ass to have to go between the two if you want to record tier 1 plays and also play on tier 2. So then Sung said, yeah, I promised we will get into tier 1 playoffs. If not, you can slap me. I believe that's the version I heard. I don't.
Okay.
You can ask Debs or Sung to clarify.
I'm not the one that suggested it, but okay. Yeah, no. For the most part, that's the story. Yeah, I can send you guys a screenshot of the entire conversation. Actually, pretty savage.
Blur out all the moments where Debs is like, yeah, but they're trash.
Yeah. No, Debs like, oh, who do you have from Doki Doki? Oh, these 3. Oh, not Dylan. And I'm like, no, but they're really good now.
The only person I actually knew was Cynthia, because I remember you from PDL. Because I was like, oh, you guys got actually
You're pretty good
girls in the team. Yeah, you were pretty good. You stood out actually from PDL when I was watching. So I was like, yeah, I remember Cynthia was really good. Sorry, I didn't know who Hubert or Keith was. Sorry.
The amount of money going between Cynthia and Debs in this podcast is insane.
Wow. Like we're dating now.
Look at that slight grin on like Hubert's face as soon as he said that on the cool.
Yeah. But yeah, going into this season, I was low key nervous because what was it? I knew what kind of player Keith was because we've been execing Tuesday nights ever since season 27, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And we got to talk to each other about strategy and stuff. I think we're on the same wavelength when it comes to like strategy talks and all that kind of stuff. And for that Tuesday Bonder, when you suggested that we should make a team together, you mentioned that Hubert's a very analytical guy, and that I've never talked to Hubert prior to like this season, so you never struck me as a very analytical guy. I just saw you as a guy that's like pick up ball, throw ball, pick up ball, throw ball, and I'm like, oh. And I was a big fan of Cynthia ever since she subbed in for my RDL summer team.
I remember that.
Yeah, like she just posted on available to sub, and I'm like, okay, let's get her. And she was playing really well, so I'm like, okay, let's pick her up for a PDL team. Then our team ended up winning. But I think what was it? Last season you were in Korea for an internship or something, so you missed the whole season of Dodgeball. So that was like unknown factor for me. So going into the season, I'm like, I really didn't want to get slapped by Devs, and I had to miss week 1 too. But after hearing you guys got like 10 wins or 11 wins first week, I'm like, okay, no slaps, it's gonna be good. Then COVID happened, and we ended up not making tier 1, so we'll see how it
goes. But technically, we haven't made tier 1. Just saying.
We haven't.
So we don't know what's happening, right? Is it up in the air?
We'll find out.
We should play next season if we could.
Yes.
Yeah, I think your
I would
team is
not.
really good. Just keep
Yeah.
going, guys.
Is it gonna Debs? Is it gonna come back, or are you still making that other team?
Well, cause Zim is I think Sim is not coming back anymore, so I don't think that team's gonna happen.
Mhm. Like if
I
everyone
don't have
else
a
is,
Monday team.
yeah. If
Wow,
everyone,
Raph needs to
Oh, he got Ralph instead of
James?
Enzo, because Enzo said he might not. Enzo might not be
upgrade.
committed
Who
to
plays
another
trash with
Monday.
trash?
Upgrade.
Yeah, Raph, I thought you were on our Monday team to begin with, right?
Oh yeah, you told me that. What was that about?
Oh yeah.
I just didn't know what was going on. Like,
Apparently,
Yeah.
she was advertising people. Hey, Raph's on our team. Raph's on our team. And then we're playing you guys the first week, right? And then he's like,
Yeah.
why is he on that side?
Yeah.
Actually, I always keep thinking you are on our team.
Rap?
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a team with you
Oh.
this season.
Yeah, I'm not on a team with you this season at all.
Yeah.
Mhm. But hey, if rest of the team's down, I'd be down to play with this team again. Maybe change the team name and the team condition too. But
And the
like,
team players.
yeah. Yeah, because I think we all enjoyed playing with each other. I have a message from Kevin Young. I'm just gonna read it out right now because like.
Hubert's face is just like,
And it's like,
Yeah.
oh, Kevin Senpai.
Yeah. He said, what was it? He enjoyed playing with all of you guys and can see your dedication in getting better each and every day. And you guys are already recognized as the new up and comers, which is great. What was it? You guys reminded me of his Panda Power days when he was trying to get into Tier 1, because he recorded his video too, just like you guys. And he said he really enjoyed playing with you guys. But extra shout out to Hubert. Yeah. So yay.
Mixtape
They all have
brothers.
Yeah.
So now Hubert and Kevin Young are dating.
They make car and they have hat.
Yeah. Dodgeball shipping.
Wait, Kevin
Really?
join next season again?
Depends on his schedule, but I thought he had a lot of fun. Like I think we all had a lot of fun with that team.
Yeah,
so.
I did too. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
You had no faith though.
We didn't
Going
have our
into it.
bonder either. We were supposed to have it yesterday, was it?
No, tomorrow.
Oh,
Tomorrow.
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 Yeah.
Gotta cancel.
Social
Yeah.
distancing.
And I would have cooked you guys some good food.
Okay.
Oh,
I'll be there.
Also, yeah, can I replace Enzo?
Just for the food, right, Raph?
You asked Enzo who's his favorite player to play with, and it's like, oh, Debs, because she makes good food. It's not because of dodgeball, my ability to play.
Have you guys seen Deb's cooking on like her Snapchat and all?
Oh, I've
like,
been watching it every
Oh my
day.
God.
dude,
It's
so good.
Ah.
I guess one more is like, is there any player that you guys want to like keep or play with that you guys haven't played with yet? I mean, you guys already played with like Sung, Enzo. You guys haven't played with Raph yet, have you?
no.
I have not. I haven't played
Yeah.
with James or Raph.
Yeah. Is there anybody that you guys want to play with?
The Blink Army team should let me play with them.
Yeah.
We do need some wins.
Wanna play with trash bros?
Yeah.
Yo,
James, who you gotta kick out?
team
But yeah,
lights it
no,
up.
it's a pretty scary team to play against. Every time like I'm lining up, there's always like Matt in front of me or Jackie. I'm like, damn it, I'm gonna lose. And then and then for some reason luck is not on your side.
No, and then Blink Army loses, so it's okay.
Yeah. I like how you guys have.
Hey, did you know that the most aggressive player in that team is Giselle?
I like how you guys have your mask on for the first half, but like later half, like you guys are running out of breath, so the mask
Can't breathe.
slowly
We
starts coming down.
predicted the whole virus initially a long time ago, so
Yeah, we're saying you guys are prepared.
yeah. Fuck yeah, it's hard to breathe in that thing.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I guess like I asked these three the questions. How about Raph, James, and Sung? If you were to like time travel back when you first started playing, what would you guys tell yourself?
Sorry, my connection just cut out. So can you repeat that again?
Yeah, what would you tell your past self about dodgeball? And would you see yourself like? Can you tell yourself like, hey, you're gonna be this good, you're gonna be at this level at this time in your life, or anything like that?
Oh, like if I were to time travel back, I would be like, oh, try to be really good friends with C Val, Yams, Byron. Go to their school, be really good friends with them. You win a lot of medals. Basically it. But I don't know. I don't think I would change anything. It's like
Mhm.
I've had fun playing with the teams that I have played with so far. That's good. It sucks this season. Actually, it's this season. I feel like I was playing the best dodgeball for like as far as like all the seasons that I have played so far, and it sucked that it had to end pretty early. That's too bad.
Yeah, I remember a game we played against Raph. He just had no mercy at the midline. Like if you're too close to him, he'll just whip it at you. I'm like, I haven't really had anyone do that to me, like since until this season.
Well, you caught me.
Oh yeah.
All right, yeah, you're right. You caught me.
It's like you caught me. Is that like a segue? It's like, oh, I caught Raph.
Yeah, Raph was so good. His arm and all that kind of stuff, but I caught him out. It was all a setup to hyper story even more.
Oh, I have a question. So you know how? So since this season ended pretty early, like, so what are you guys planning to do? Are you guys gonna come back with the same teams? I know like there's already talks for your Monday team, but what about your other teams? Are they gonna come back? Same lineups, all that stuff. Well, then again, like most of your teams are like the same people.
Reoccurring family team, yeah.
Yeah.
Hubert, Keith?
Yeah, I think two of them are always locked in, like our Doki team and then our Big Ball Club team, our ultimate friendship team.
Yeah.
And then I don't know about our Tuesday team right now because that's still with like me, Dylan, Cynthia, and then Enzo, Moss, and Shar. Oh, and we have Danny as well. We haven't
Danny
talked to
Lee?
them. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like how he's the last one he named out.
Oh yeah, he's like the he's our mentor that we brought in that comes and tells us what we're doing bad while he's like, that was really good, guys. But no, he's great. But we haven't actually like we were supposed to also have a bonder with our pickles team, and I guess talk about whether or not we would come back again. Because originally we were saying maybe we'd come back together every other season, so we technically wouldn't be coming back together in September. But given the circumstances, maybe we do come back. I don't really know, and we haven't talked about it yet. Yeah.
To segue off of that question, Thursday is like the family night. It's the big night. Would you guys ever consider moving Doki Doki to Thursday?
If schedule allows, maybe.
Like, I don't think we kept Doki or BBC on like a specific night for like based on competition. It was more like, hey, our most popular guy Dylan, when you're free, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
So the rest of us
scheduled.
build our schedule around Dylan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, so we probably can't do Thursday because he has his like permanent movies team on Thursday.
That's
Yeah, but they're tier 2.
Yeah.
You guys,
We're like tied with them right now.
You guys want to play tier 1, right?
But wouldn't it feel better if you beat out Dylan in like a tier 2 championship?
I don't know. Because if he wins, we all win as a family still. If we win, he wins.
No, but he would still be in movies, and you guys like I don't know, do Doki Doki, no Dylan, and then beat him so that he will be forced to join Doki Doki on Thursday. That's how I would do it. But like,
We're actually tied with them in tier 2 on like Big Ball Club.
Oh, see?
Because we had Deb sub for us, you know.
So Keith, this season you were on a team with all girls. Is that coming back next season, or what's your plan?
It was supposed to be like a one-off for fun team, I think. I think
Toonie
Antonio.
Tuesday.
What's your team name?
It's called Six Queefs and Keef.
Six queens.
Do you show them the starting cheer you do?
Do I have? Okay. Well, they basically blow into their elbow to make that farting sound, and then I just kind of turn around to their team and I just do this. That's it.
Oh God.
It was supposed to be It was basically just like a fun. It was supposed to be a fun all girls team, but then they invited me because I think they had some of the girls not be able to commit, so I had to come and fill in for the slot.
Who's in
on
that
that
team?
Yeah,
sorry.
who's
Let me bring up the roster real quick. It is.
You don't remember your girl?
Oh
No,
my god.
I don't want to miss anyone. Okay, so
Yeah, I wouldn't miss anyone on my team.
Antonia, Delena, Serena, Trina, Ophi, and Mary.
Oh, you guys should fight it out with Wednesday Whopper Wednesdays, because they also
Whopper?
have like all girls plus one guy.
Ah,
Yeah,
I don't think I've Whopper Wednesdays. I don't think I've seen them play yet.
No,
it's like
no, you got
Yams,
Yams,
is it Yam,
Aminta.
Stella, Aminta,
We like played them like last week.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, I don't recognize the name. Yeah, I don't recognize the name.
Well,
and then
yeah,
Kyle
well,
Davey.
Kyle didn't show up that week, so that's probably why Keith didn't remember.
Ah,
I think
Okay.
Carrie's on that team too.
Yeah, Carrie's in the team.
Yeah.
Who
Mhm.
else? Forgot. But yeah.
right.
Oh, Alyssa, yeah.
Alyssa Jorger, yeah.
Well, anyways, the team was put together more as like a fun and like to improve team, basically. Where the girls wanted to try different positions where they wouldn't normally get a chance to play, like starting thrower, 1, 3, 6, etc. I don't know if we're coming back. It doesn't seem like it. Antonia was making Antonia and Serena were designing like jerseys for us, but then half the team was like, maybe, maybe not, because we weren't sure where to go with the team. Still not sure actually. So
Let's see.
We're
Would you guys-
open to get picked up, please.
Hey, I'm free Monday.
Hey.
Hey.
Free Monday.
I'm free every day now.
Bye, Enzo.
Would you guys be willing to like drop like only play one family team one night and then like veer off on the other nights?
Mhm.
Because I feel like that would be as far as like improving, it's better for me at least. It's better to like play with different kinds of people, because then you just learn so much more with like playing with different people, because they all have different styles and you kind of absorb more, and then that's like the fastest way, at least for me, to like try to improve. Because I was in the same place as you guys before when I was starting out, where I had a bunch of teams that I was playing with the same people like multiple days, and then once I started playing tier 1, I think that was the first team I played was Filipino. That was the first tier 1 team that I played in, and that's when I was like, okay, I want to continue playing this, because like that first playoff that I played tier 1, I didn't know what I was doing. Like shat the bed. It was
James,
pretty bad.
was that our team or is like a different version of Filipino team?
Different version
Different version?
This
That
was
like Sylvia
the lose,
Leslie.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
with the
Yeah.
lose.
With the lose, and then we had Mark Tan, me, James, Brandon,
Manansala.
Manansala,
Yeah.
and Victor.
Oh, Filipinos.
Filipinos.
Filu-
yeah.
Okay, not the Team Philippines for.
Oh hell no!
No.
That's a tier 2 team.
5.
5. You can make tier 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, there's so many fucking people. Shit.
But yeah, would you guys be willing to do that, or are you guys stuck or contented with the
With our current family
with your
teams.
current family teams?
Yeah, like Doki for sure won't split up. Oh, unless we split up because Dylan finds better teams. I don't know.
All right, someone's gonna steal Dylan for Wednesday, so they split up.
Yeah, so if somebody steals Dylan, then I
I'm gonna
guess
steal
Doki
you,
will probably
Bruno.
split up.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, this actually like other than Dylan, not like all of us get a ton of like chances to play with other people. So if everyone wants to come and offer us spots on their teams individually, then I guess we'll split up and play with you guys.
Hey, I was
Yeah.
offering you Wednesday for like if it didn't get canceled, I offered you Wednesday
Uh,
But who would you
I'm-
replace, Raph?
for no, it wasn't for Trash Bros though.
Oh, okay.
Wednesday was the one with like me, Jackie Alano, Akina Sung.
For next season?
Yeah, it was supposed
yeah,
to be the team for
Joel.
next season. Yeah, and
Yeah,
then we
Wednesday.
got Joel.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
a big factor is just there aren't a ton of people, like we don't get offered very much.
Yeah.
Especially as like for me at least, I don't know if everyone else's experience is different. Like especially as a girl, there's like less spots. We obviously like don't want to sub for each other, right? So
Well,
kinda hard
after
to
this
find
season,
something.
though, like so many people know you now. You guys are under their radar. It's
Key benefit is that we'll film and edit our videos.
Yeah.
Cynthia,
Pretty
the
much.
best video editor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw some of your videos. I think you showed me the one of what was the other one you showed me? I seen the one of Enzo.
Ends up with the soccer player.
Yeah. What was the other one? There was one of was there one of Raph or something?
Oh, yeah, the showdown.
Oh, the air
Showdown.
horns.
Wah, wah, wah.
Wolf dubs.
Yeah. Yeah, I have fun editing those. It's a good way to kill time.
I should give you some of our bloopers from our podcast. See what you can do with them.
Yo, send them over. I'm not doing anything else.
Do you guys have any other questions, or did we answer everything already? Or
No, I don't think we
Okay,
asked
it's
all
just
the
like
questions.
casual talk right now.
yeah,
But if you guys think of question, what was it?
yeah.
We can
Do you guys have any
just ask on the
questions for
spot.
us?
You guys can just help us set up, these potential dream teams that we would all be on Wednesdays, right?
Okay,
Well,
let's
For
let's
me,
go with
For
that.
Key, for
Or what
Cynthia.
is your individual dream team?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, do you see the
Oh,
Enzo
team.
question?
And
Who's your dodgeball crush?
Who's your dodgeball crush?
Well, I think two of them are.
Oh, Hubert, pick
Crush.
yours.
Oh yeah, Hubert.
Hubert asked one.
Wait.
Yeah, I do have one. Do you guys know Brandon? I think Wilbur.
Willier.
Willier?
Willier?
Yeah. I remember watching him play in last playoffs, and I saw him like dancing on the court. And so you remember you asked me like, why do I like dance on the court like that in the beginning? Because I was trying to copy him, and I was like, oh, if you're on your toes a lot, right, you can be like really fast, and like maybe you could just like let one rip really quick. So I tried to copy him, and I was like, man, he also looks really good. Like, he's a
Damn.
beautiful looking guy. I'm
So
like,
on the
wow.
drive home, like Hubert's usually dead silent, and I'm just the one chattering and like asking him questions. And then all of a sudden, I think he says like, "Do you know who's really beautiful?" Brandon.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
man.
All the time, like, who would you rather, like Chris Evans or Ryan Reynolds? And he'll be like, they all look the same to me. I don't see it. And then all of a sudden, he brings out this beautiful man, dude.
How about
Wow.
Brandon or Kevin Young?
Oh,
Ooh.
oh, it has to be
Three-way.
Kevin.
Three-way.
Because like
Yeah.
Kevin, you're like on the same wavelength, and you both
Yeah.
drop that mixtape at the same time. Right? It just
You
works
guys
out.
have a good chemistry going on too.
Keith, who's your dodgeball crush?
Oh.
Yeah.
here it
What's
is.
her name?
What? Do I have one?
Everyone has one. Everyone.
Yeah, man.
Dodgeball
Be honest.
crush.
It's okay. Just be
You
honest.
needed to tell
Gino
the
will
truth.
cut it out. Gino, keep it.
Or I'm just gonna put my name every time they say something.
Gino.
It's not Gino. Not.
Sorry, it's definitely
It's
just-
Gino.
Yeah.
Wait, is Keith single?
Depends who's asking, right?
We're asking.
hold on, whoa.
I'm joking. I'm joking. That sounded a lot worse. Yes, I am.
Oh.
Oh.
So hear that, viewers?
Keith is single.
man.
That guy with a dinosaur hat right now?
If we took
Dinosaur
him,
dick.
if Unicorn was happening, he wouldn't have hit.
Dinosaur dick.
Oh, yikes.
He's a raptor. He can't reach it, so you guys gotta help him out.
Hey, girls, if you want some of that dinosaur D, hit me up. I'll set it up for you.
Oh, but hey, speaking of possible man crushes, though, going off of Hubert, Kevin Chung, his hair, the way he styles his hair every day. Do you know how long it takes him to do it? I'm actually really impressed how he always just with the dodgeball.
Longer than Lauren.
hairstyle.
Longer than
And
Lauren,
it's
yeah.
like it's like perfect, and like, how does he do it? Does he like go? Does he restyle it after work, or does he go home, or?
He takes longer than Lauren to get ready, apparently.
Yeah, I think Enzo would have like Enzo's saying like straighten and blow dries. So that's, I guess, more than Lauren.
He says he's trained and blow dry. That's what Enzo
Lauren just wakes up beautiful. She doesn't need to hair blow dry.
Yeah, but yeah,
That's true. That's true.
Kevin's hair is like on point.
Enzo's like, you ugly motherfucker.
I remember in
Did you type
the
that?
unicorn ranking video, I think, was it you guys calling Enzo and like our Benjamin like teammate? Like
Oh,
similar?
yeah, yeah.
Oh, Benjamin being the more handsome
John,
version.
yeah,
but-
John
yeah.
said that. Doesn't that guy look like a more handsome Enzo?
Yeah.
All right, Cynthia, I think I can guess who your crush is.
Okay.
Is it Debs?
Is it Debs?
Is it Debs?
No.
I feel like I gotta stop like being Deb's #1 fan, or else she's gonna put a restraining order on me.
No,
Okay,
definitely
I love it.
love that
Keep
kind of
coming,
attention.
keep
Yeah.
But if I had to choose someone else for once, I think like I played against Lauren a few times this season, and I first noticed her because she doesn't wear knee pads, right?
Mhm.
And I thought that was like really hardcore of her. So yeah, I think she'd be like a dodgeball crush for me.
So if you guys didn't know, actually Lauren plays softball, and she doesn't play any like knee protection. Supposedly when she slides, even on her knees, she doesn't really feel anything, which is like freaking insane. I don't know how often do you have to drop to your knees not to feel any pain down there anymore. That's pretty freaking insane for me.
Was it acquired or was she always like that?
I think it's just like over time, you just keep on playing, right? You just don't feel anything after a while. You're so numb to the pain. You're just like, it's any typical day for me at this point.
That's like Keith emotionally. I'm kidding.
Wow. That's okay. All right.
He's gonna show us his liquor cabinet. Empty liquor cabinet.
Yeah, Keith, what's that behind you? Are those like, what are those things behind you? Are those Amiibos?
Those are Snoopies. Those are like the McDonald's was doing like a promotion with like some like global Snoopy thing where in Happy Meals you can collect like Snoopies representing different countries. Yeah. They're super dusty now, but oh yeah, let's ask Enzo who his dodgeball crush is. Is Enzo at the gym right now?
He was earlier. I think he's getting. Oh, Benzo said sexy
SS.
Samco. Yeah.
Samco.
Oh, I thought he was saying like,
He's like hissing at
He's
you guys
having-
with a like a snake
Yeah,
or
like,
something.
Yeah.
Having speech typing impediment.
Yeah. Have you ever talked to Lauren, Cynthia?
oh, okay. I did once.
Yeah?
She's so cool.
Yeah.
It was so. Antonio will call me out for this because so we were trying to get mentors on Doki, and then we were kind of having a hard time because, like a lot of tier 1 players will play at like different gyms than us, and it's like already a big thing to ask someone to commit like their time to like watch you play and give you advice. So, Lauren and like James's Blank Army team like offered to mentor us one night. We played against them.
Yeah.
And then I was like so shy around her because I wanted to ask her advice on like sweeping.
Yeah.
And then I think I like froze up and I was like, hi, nice jersey. Where's it from? It's cool. Okay, bye. And then at the end of the night, she was like really nice. She came up to me and gave me some advice. Yeah.
I think I remember like I think a week before that or something. I think Trong asked like the execs because you guys wanted like mentoring, right? I was like, okay, yeah, I guess they need mentoring. And then I think it was like my team, I think James and Blink Army, and I think it was in Dodge We Trust. You guys all played us at the same gym. Trong was there, and then you guys were kicking everyone's butt. We're like, these guys need mentors? Like, they're kicking everyone's butt right now. They're like, you're playing so well. You guys, I think, at least 3-2 or like 4-1ing each team on that night.
Yeah, that was week 1.
I vaguely remember this.
We're like, wait, are you sure these guys need mentors, or like they just joking around? Are they like trolling us or something?
No,
yeah,
I was the one who put in the mentor form request in. I put it in for our like all of our like family teams, and I was like very specific on like the type of advice we needed, and I don't know. In the end, people would like come up to us and still offer advice even if they couldn't regularly mentor us, and that was still really helpful. But yeah, we need mentorship, please.
Yeah, we're always looking for more advice.
You guys are really good already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we're
Gino,
not, but it's not perfect.
Gino, that night that we mentored them, they played so well. It just goes to show how good our tips were.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, yeah. Without even us telling
And
them what to do, it's just so
Exactly.
good.
And it's very easily applicable.
Yeah, exactly. Right then and there.
Valuable items off the bat.
Yeah.
How to beat us.
Shit. So yeah, we kind of strayed off from the your ideal teams or teammates or your dream teams. I mean.
Oh yeah, what happened?
Yeah. We can talk about whatever we want.
Oh, yeah,
Dream
so yeah.
teammates, yeah.
Let's start with Keith. Who's your ideal team?
And you
And
have
it
to
can't
play.
it can't be your team.
You
It
have
can't be any of your team.
Oh yeah. That'd
Oh,
be.
He was like, yeah, that wasn't even an option.
Oh no! I'd be like, yeah, I'm pretty sure
Hi,
you guys
Doki.
wouldn't accept that. You guys wouldn't accept that as like a cop out answer.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, you do.
I just fill it out with people.
It can be stacked,
I've
or it
never
can be
played with,
people
basically.
that you have the best synergy with, like
Yeah, it
whatever.
could be stacked.
Yeah,
or-
whatever your definition is of best team.
Best team.
Can even have Gino in it.
Hey, I'm part of Dale's like
Dream team.
dream team.
It's a nightmare. That's what
Nightmare
it is.
team for Team House.
Good thing we never released that video either. But yeah,
It's a
sorry, go
nightmare.
go for it, Keith.
No, we're gonna get started.
I really don't know. I guess it'd just be. I probably just pick out people I've never. I guess it'd be one of two teams. It would be either a full team of people I've never played against, but I have played. Sorry, people I've never played with, but I have played against in Tier 1. I don't know, people like actually Jackie. I've spoken to Jackie a lot. He was one of the first people to push me to go for as an exec. We've only played against
which
them. I've
Jackie?
never played with him. Jackie.
This Jackie.
What's his last name?
Jackie?
This Jackie. This
It's,
Jackie.
it's a 3-finger grip Jackie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This Jackie.
Yeah.
Not this Jackie.
No.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't think I've never played with him ever. So I think it'd be nice to play with him. It'd just be I don't know. I don't think enough names come off the top of my head right now to put together a team. Yeah,
Jackie and Keith.
yeah, that's it. Two-man team.
Dream
No,
team.
Byron.
He probably
One of
wants
those
Ian
guys?
and Kevin.
Yeah, he
Rhymes
probably
with
wants
Myron.
Ian. Yeah.
Oh yeah. They'd be like Ian, James. I've never heard of Raph either.
But do you want to play with
Boo.
him?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So that's 4 guys, so 2 female
Oh
players.
man, I have to be a gun on this team.
Yeah.
Hey,
Just like every other team.
is this our tier 2 team or what?
Wait, did I mention Ian?
wait, we got Jackie. We got Jackie.
Oh,
Wait, did I mention Ian Parker too? Yeah, I guess everyone I watch like consistently. I always watch like the middle players. It'd be a really bad team, I guess. It'd just be a full team of mids as well.
Hey James,
I don't know. They
that's a
made
call
it
out.
in tier 1 last season. Midlife manwich.
Here we go again.
Yeah.
And then for girls,
Yes.
well, I got to play with Debs this season, so we can check that off the bucket list.
Rhymes with
I never played
Tams.
with Yams. Yeah, I never played with Yams.
I got it. And
I guess it-
rhymes with Morin.
Morin.
Yes, I was gonna say. Probably Lauren and Yams. Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Pretty good team.
Eve, just form a team with the people with the nicest hair.
Oh, he's missing Kev.
Yeah, learn from their techniques, right?
Yeah.
Missing
How
K-Chan.
they style their hair.
I wear hat. I wear hat.
So now what's your real team though, Keith?
So, Ren and Yams, and then who else?
Yeah, Lauren and Yams, and then.
I don't know. You have to come back to me on that one.
All
I'm not
right.
sure. Yeah.
Well, that's a pretty good team. Who wants to?
Who's next?
Yeah.
I'll go. Yeah.
All right.
I think mine is pretty obvious. I've already talked about this one before with some of you guys, but it's got to be the mixtape team. right? So you find all the gunners who like not only do you have to have a good arm, you have to be somebody who loves running from the back wall to the midline to smoke somebody, right?
I want to hear this team.
Right?
Name it off.
Okay. So like Kevin Young for sure.
Yes.
Then I'm thinking about like who those like people are. Victor, I see him do that.
Okay.
Raph, I've seen you do that.
You're a gunner, Raph.
Um, I haven't seen Byron or Cval do it, but I'm assuming they can.
Cval does it.
Yeah, like anybody
he's
who's willing
mad.
to like
Yeah.
sprint off the back wall and just slam somebody, like I'll take you.
Nick
So, like,
Malika. Coop.
yeah. Okay. So all those people, any of them, any combination, and it's just called the mixtape team, right? So the strategy is you're off the back wall, you have a ball, you see whether or not it's a good time to drop your mixtape, you
And
just do
one
it,
mixtape. And one mixtape.
right? So then everyone's just afraid of your team because they're afraid they're gonna get blown up, they're afraid they're gonna get headshotted, and you just win off of pure aggression. And I think maybe that could work
That's
out, right?
Spartans. Sounds like Spartans.
And
Yeah.
for female players,
For female players, maybe Giselle. I've seen her like sometimes she'll like fake and scare me, and then I'm like walking to the back wall. And I'm like, how is she doing this? She's not even afraid of me. Monica, seen her throw. Teresa, maybe.
Monica Lee.
Lee.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like basically anybody who's willing to take that ball and rush people down. Because I remember, take Debs again. I've seen her do it. Cynthia, I've been practicing the Cynthia to do it. Like always counter them, always punish them. Yeah, but from the entire roster, yeah, like anybody who's willing to just take that ball and like rush somebody down, I think that'd be really fun. And that's my dream team. Whether or not we succeed, I think that'd be really fun.
I mean, you have Cval in there, probably succeed. That's the best way to make a team. Add Cval in there.
Yeah.
To be honest, like
CV
in a lot of the
train.
videos I've watched, I haven't seen him. Like I see him do it like a couple times, or he'll do like a baseball pitch. But a lot of times I just see him like throwing from like behind somebody around them. Like he'll hit this perfect cross, like behind the two on the other side, hit the guy on one. But yeah, actually I haven't seen him like run up as much.
I think it's partially because he doesn't need to push up to like apply enough presence on the court.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Usually when it's the cleanup time where he just like run up 2 balls with him, and I'll just start gunning people down. And if he misses, he gets to reset because it throws them hard.
It's janitorial work, right? Just clean up.
Yeah. What about you, Cynthia?
Yeah. Dream
I
team.
haven't really thought about like who would be the best fit for what specific role, but there are certain players I would really like to play with.
Yeah.
So I play 2 typically, and I think I would really want to try playing next to like having a 1 that's really, really like aggressive and has a gunner. Because on some of my teams, like our 1 is a little more passive, so I just want to like switch it up. So that might be like a Byron, I think, or like a Cval.
Ooh.
And then I also really enjoyed playing with Kevin Chung when he subbed for us. Although when I go back to watch the videos, there's a couple times where I totally screwed him. So I felt really like I really need to redeem myself there. It's him. And then for the girl, I would want to really learn from Yams. Like she's a catching machine. I don't know like how she does it because I can't like if I drop to my knees, I can't even think about how I'm gonna get back up. Like the ground is just so far. So there's her. Oh, and I would want to try playing with Emmanuel.
Ooh, Manny.
Like he's
Oh, man.
yeah,
Manny,
he's
Manny,
like really
Manny.
positive all the time, and I think he'd be really fun to play with. Yeah.
And it doesn't
and
hurt
there's
that he's really good looking.
Eye candy, yeah.
Yeah.
He's really everyone's eye candy too. So like you can't not have Manny on your team, on your dream team, I think.
And then some of the guys from like Chocolate Factory and I think Blink would be really fun to play with too. Because it seems like there's really strong teamwork there. And for me, it's not as fun to play dodgeball if the entire time you're having people who don't want to cover for each other because they're like, like he's not going to cover me. Why would I cover him? Yeah.
Solid.
Ooh.
I'll take anyone.
Clutch.
Clutch.
So who plays one on your team?
Call out.
For our
Yeah.
Monday team, though, we kept rotating people, right, based on who was
Okay.
there.
So
I
who
felt
were too
like,
passive? Huh?
like I felt like I couldn't find a bond the way I wanted to, you know.
Okay.
So who was playing one then?
You can check out Doki Doki Dodgeball Club and
Oh, yeah, you
like,
can watch
subscribe
it.
and comment
Yeah.
and figure out
Nice.
who's playing.
Okay, I'm gonna be like, so it was you.
Comment on all the videos.
Yeah.
But for example, and like I love playing next to Derek Mo, but he is more of a passive player. Like he's not gonna be the one to like.
He'll
what's the
never
word?
mixtape. He'll never drop a mixtape.
Yeah, he won't mix.
Yeah.
And it's really
Oh,
nice
no,
because I
man.
can trust him, but it would be really fun to try playing next to someone with a different style.
You know, there's a downfall with if you play with a one that's super aggressive. That means you have to cover for them a lot, and you may not ever get to play dodgeball because you're always dead.
That's something I really want to like try though, because if I'm forced to like go for the catch in the opening rush, I think that would be like another tool in my belt.
Yeah.
So then someone else will pick me for another season.
Okay, so like, what kind of players do you not want to play with?
Ooh.
Ooh, call
Or
out.
who?
Oh, no. He said
Or
the
who?
kind.
Or
He said the
who?
kind.
He's like, Doki Doki.
Yeah. What kind of player do you not want to play with? Someone with the name that rhymes with
Mavid?
Mavid.
name.
Maybe. No, actually, David was pretty fun to play with.
Be fun.
When he showed up.
Yeah, when he shows up. Yo, dude, man, we had a blast. And I blasted someone. JT.
I think because our teams tend to have people who are like really close to each other, we're really used to just being like blunt or like giving each other feedback, and it's hard to play with someone who doesn't want to listen.
Oh, so no snowflake.
Yeah,
All
no
right.
snowflakes.
I mean, it's that's just how we communicate though. Like I think we're sometimes I would say compared to most people we're like overly blunt with each other on Doki because we've been friends. That's just the way we are as friends. We have no filter when it comes to criticism. So like when we watch our videos, when we do our reviews, I mean, as a third person, especially when we first started out, it probably come off pretty rude. We'd be like, yeah, you did this here. We'd be like, you shouldn't have done this. Just call out after call out. But then that was just how we improved.
I called Keith's triple sow cow last season.
Yeah, when
Full south.
Wait, what?
triple sow cow
in
is
the
a-
opening
Isn't that a
rush,
figure skating move?
it's a figure skating move.
It is.
he always jumps up to block and he turns his ball this way and starts turning his body around so that he can block and sweep at the same time. But he always gets hit for it and he's
Yeah,
never
don't
looking
do
at the
that, man.
balls.
Yeah.
So I said, stop doing your triple sow cow. Like put it in the Excel spreadsheet. How many times did you use sow cow today?
Could be in the Olympics, man. You just watch.
Dude, our Monday team could have been an Olympics team. Like Enzo plays soccer. You could have done, I don't know.
I could have done
skating.
figure skating. Yeah.
Yeah,
I got the sow cow down.
yeah.
And I guess it
Kevin
stops
Young
there.
with basketball, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
Hubert, you could choose an explosive sport, right?
Explosive sport.
And then
Curling
Kevin,
wrestling's pretty
Curling.
it's explosive.
and then Kevin plays all the sports.
Yeah.
Were you guys high school friends or college friends, or how did you guys know each other pre-dodgeball?
High school. Yeah.
High
Yeah,
school.
most of us were high school. Yeah.
Okay.
So really, like, just like chocolate factor, really, right?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
guys, okay, so like our BBC team, most of them went to Killarney together, same school as Chocolate Factory, just
Oh,
different year.
okay.
Yeah, and then Dylan and Antonia also went to Killarney, just a different year.
Wow.
Yeah, and then I went to a different high school, so I met them like way later.
I was in the same elementary school as Chocolate Factory, but I don't think they noticed me. Yeah, they were like, I don't remember. I think are they a year or two older than me? I don't remember, but
Yeah, and
they
you're
were in
like
my elementary school too. I remember looking up to them.
around Ian Parker.
No, but I like I recognized the whole group back in like even in high school because I remember seeing them in elementary school. All of them were hanging out in elementary school too.
Oh wow.
Cute.
Those
It was like a
losers.
specific place that they all hang out. The stairs.
The stair.
Yeah.
What were we talking about?
People we don't want to
Don't
play
wanna
with.
Oh,
I
okay.
think.
Type of
Oh, yeah.
people. Yeah.
So you don't want to play with Chocolate Factory people?
Totally off
Because they
topic.
didn't notice you in high school.
Yo, this could be the re-edit. Gino and I can just like shift everything over so it makes
Like-
Keith look super salty.
Yeah.
Hey Keith, you know Lauren's in Chocolate Factory, right?
Yeah.
Let me revise that team.
I think Hubert's up now.
Yeah, who
You
do you
don't
want
wanna
to
play with?
play with?
Yeah, well, like what kind of player you don't like playing with?
He'll like pull up his list of people he
Yeah.
specifically just wanna
Name.
play
You can
with.
name names too.
Yeah.
I think in general, my answer would just be playing with people who don't care to learn from their mistakes and get better. So like if we go out of our way to like record all the videos and like kind of go through the analysis, right? It's like it's one thing to be committed enough to go through the analysis and call out mistakes. And then it's another to actually be able to accept that that was a mistake and it's something that you don't want to do again. I think it's also like it's totally okay to have differing opinions. Because I know like Sung and Enzo, you guys talk about having different opinions all the time, right? But then there's like differing opinions with reasons, and then there's like not agreeing because you don't like somebody that called you out on something, right? And so I think debate is healthy as long as people are willing to have like a healthy debate. So people who aren't, I wouldn't want to play with. But I mean, I haven't played with enough people to know who people like that might be. So I have no actual names.
Enzo's not on the chat anymore. You can say his name.
Actually, I found that Enzo was really good to talk to because we use like the flow feedback thing on our Monday team. And then I remember like I put all these comments in about like where I thought I screwed up or like anybody screwed up, right? And then I guess Enzo went through them. He didn't actually reply to many of them. But
Wow, he left you on red. He left you red. He doesn't like.
But he added like supplemental comments about other scenarios, which like I might not have seen. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, that's cool too, right? I take silence as acceptance, so maybe he was just like, yeah, that's a good call out, and didn't really say anything else.
I think he just didn't go back to rewatch the stuff because he said he probably won't do it.
Yeah.
He warned you, I guess.
But yeah, like on our BBC team, I don't know, like Ben's lately been getting really into it, and he's the one who introduced flow feedback to us. So like I remember all of us went through the video multiple times. So you go through it once yourself, put all your own comments down, right? And then you go through it again after somebody else has put comments or replies to your comments, and then you just keep having this long chain of like, in this situation, what would you have done? Was this the right move? And then you kind of drill down into like, usually you get a consensus about like if that was the right player or not, or if it was fine. Yeah, so it's like hard to say because like a lot of people on our family teams like we're willing to do this, which is why I think it's like some of the reasons that we've been improving a lot faster. And yeah, I guess when we branch out next season, maybe we'll find people that we didn't like playing with because it's not like they're not great to play with, but they may be more casual about it than we were willing to be. Because like we're coming out, we have like 3 GoPros and we film everything and upload them usually within the next day and start analyzing it, right? And if people aren't willing like to kind of be on the same page with us and do that, then it kind of like brings the morale down and then you kind of don't feel as motivated to try as hard yourself, right? Right.
No, you're right.
Yeah. We got you.
Oh, that's cool. That was a lot of
Oh, it's like,
information to digest. That's hardcore. That's cool.
Yeah.
No, that's good. I think Raph also went through that where Raph, was it like some of your teammates didn't want to improve it, but you wanted to like play a lot better, right? That's why you
Yeah. When I was trying when I was just starting out and I wanted to play a lot more teams, but some of the teams on some of the people that I played on my teams, they just want to stay in a more fun team kind of thing where like because they want to enjoy dodgeball, and yeah, like I can see why some like playing in tier 1 sometimes is not enjoyable, just because like you can get O2'd real fast. It's very intense. Like the atmosphere is a bit different, but like for me, like I was kind of used to that kind of atmosphere just because I played competitive basketball in back in high school, and like I like the competition. So that's when I decided, oh, okay, I'm gonna try to mingle and join other teams so I can feed that competitive nature of that I have in me, right? And it was just like it wasn't like it wasn't even like asking people like oh, can you tell me what I'm doing wrong? I'm just like I kind of want to like figure stuff out myself, but like every time somebody like come up to me and tell me, oh, you should do this, I was like, oh, okay, I'll try that.